Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. Welcome to Lady Khadija radiallahu anha online college live lesson A-level maths year 2 pure maths. Today's topic is one of the trig addition formulas. If you're following through in the Pearson Ed Excel book, it's chapter 7 example 5. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. Today we're looking at a addition formula where we have sine of an angle plus another angle. So let's call the first angle A and then the second angle B. So if we ever have that situation, so it could be as simple as sine of the first angle could be 10 degrees, the second angle could be 15 degrees, anything simple like that, then we can work out the sine of those two angles added together, but we can do it in a way where we're just having to work out the sine of one of the angles by itself rather than having to look at the sum of the two angles. So in other words, we can split it into each separate angle. So how does the formula look? It starts off with just the sine of just angle A, sine A, times by the cosine of just angle B plus, and then it's going to be the same thing but the other way around. So the sine of just angle B times by the cosine of just angle A. So when you're reading it, it's very easy to read if you just read it as sine of A plus B is equal to sine A cos B plus sine B cos A. Let's just put some numbers in there so you get an idea of what it looks like. So let's just say we want to work out the sine of 45 degrees plus 15 degrees. Now I know that 45 and 15 adds up to 60, but let's just say one of them was unknown, then you wouldn't be able to add them together. So just to give you an idea of how to use this formula, let's keep the two numbers in, and what we could do is we could break it up into each individual angle. So just following the formula above, it begins with the sine of the first angle, so sine 45, times by the cos of the second angle, cos 15, and then there's a plus, and then the second part is sine, but this time of the second angle, so that's 15, times by cos of back to the first angle, which is 45. So we could type into the calculator sine 45 cos 15 plus sine 15 cos 45, and that would give us the answer to sine of 45 plus 15. And that's just another way of doing it, which will come in very useful when we have unknown angles in there. What you also have to learn is the same formula, but if there's a minus sign. So it's very, very easy. We'll take this formula that you'll memorize hopefully, but imagine there's a minus sign. So instead of its angle A plus B, imagine it was angle sine of, we want to work out the sine of angle A take away B. That wouldn't be a problem at all because all we're going to do is go to the formula, and instead of the plus that was there before, we can replace that with a minus. Okay, do memorize that formula. To be able to just memorize it in one go with the plus and the minus, we just put a little minus under the plus and a little minus under the plus just to help us remember that if we want it with a minus form, then just it's minus here, it's a minus here and a minus here. If it's in the plus form, it's a plus here and a plus here. So it's just the first line you need to memorize. Do memorize that, and it'll come in very, very useful for the tougher questions coming up. Join me again tomorrow for another lesson. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.